The opposite, that it's everything that you do for us here at 600 ESPN El Paso. Ted, let's talk about this. I mean, this is a Steeler country, basically. I mean, I see a bunch of banners. What does it mean for you as a owner of a bar, knowing that when you have, because there's a lot of bars out there that have their fan clubs, but the fact that your team, the one that's here every single Sunday, makes it to the Super Bowl, how much more of an impact does that make it for you? How much more special does it make it?
Well, it's great. These are a great group of people. I mean, they get a nice showing when it's on local TV, or even when they're not having a great season. They've been showing up year after year for the last, I want to say, 15, 16 years. It got so big, some of them splintered off to the east side and northeast, but this is still the main one.
Yeah. And as you can tell, I mean, the fans are excited, and for you, I mean, it's one of those. I think it's one of those days where if you're just a sports fan, you get goosebumps because you realize just how big of an event this really is.
Right, and I'm sure some people be a little bit intimidated with being the home of the Steeler fan club. But
No. I know some of the regulars, like my man David, who's out there. He's waiting for the game to start because he's going to be going. He's a Raider fan, by the way. He's going to be going all Green Bay, and he can't wait for this game to start. So there's a lot of people here that are going to be cheering against the Steelers just because I think for me that's what's going to make it fun. Once the game starts, everybody cheering for Pittsburgh, then you have a select few that's going to be going for Green Bay. For me, that's what makes it exciting.
I want to see a cheesehead too today, Ted. I
saw Cheesehead yesterday, and I told him to show up, and hopefully he said he was going to show up during the game.
Yeah, well, it's been, like I said, they're very good. They root for their team, and everything's cool. If you root for your own team, everything's good, and usually never any problems. Everybody just has a good old time. And
great. Ted, I've never asked you, but who's your team?
Well, it's the middle of the road kind of thing. AFC, it's the Steelers. NFC, it's the Cowboys.
There you go. We got to cover both spectrums here at King's X. Speaking like a very smart businessman there, Steve.
I was going to say, that's a fascinating answer, Ted. I like that. You've covered it pretty well. At least you didn't say if it's the NFC, it's the Packers. It's the AFC, it's the Steelers. You still held true to the Cowboys, which is fine. And yet you've seen with your bar so much with the Steelers over the years. It's just been nice that you've had this kind of a loyal group of fans to be here every week.
Oh, it's great. Like I said earlier, even when if it's on local TV, they show up and just enjoy. And just a big group of people.
Ted, when football season ends today officially, you get to look forward to college basketball season. And one of the things we want to mention is you really have, over the last 15 years, transformed King's X into a sports bar year-round. You get the games, you get the hard-to-find games. You've got TVs all over the place, and you've really tried to make this a great West Side hangout for the sports fans.
Right, we'll be doing the March Madness program, and be able to watch all four regions at the same time when they're going. And no, it's just trying to keep my customers happy.
And whenever UTEP basketball, when there's a lot of games very hard to find on TV, you can always find it here at King's X every single time, 4119 North Mesa. Ted one of the things that I saw during the football season, we had a couple of fans from Ohio, and they supported Ohio State, and it's only 2 people, but they'd show up every single Saturday because Ted would always put a TV specifically for them because they would travel, because it doesn't matter what you want to watch, Ted will have you watch that. He makes it happen.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Fantastic. And as far as predictions for today, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm rooting for the Steelers. I figure it's going to be like a 24-17 type of game.
Close game down to the wire.
I got to put that down. I got to put down the Ted is taking the Pittsburgh Steelers 24-17.
Yeah, I'm so surprised. I had absolutely no idea.
I
couldn't have guessed it.
Well, I wouldn't want to get lynched.
No, not here, especially not tonight.
Let's see. So Steelers by 7
from 10.
I'm recording you, Ted. You're in.
That's good.
So fantastic stuff. And again, thank you for having us. We're looking forward to it. What about some as far as people enjoying themselves? One thing I noticed, DX, there are just certain things that are synonymous with our events and with your events. I think Bloody Marys, the pitchers. I see it all here right now.
Yeah, it's all going on. We have pretty cheap drinks anyway. We'll have happy hour starting at 4, from 4 to 7, so that'll be going through most of the game. I've got 25 pizzas coming from Domino's Pizza, going to be delivered around 5 o'clock. as long as they last, it'll be fun.
Few people that I know will actually reward their customers with happy hour during the Super Bowl. That's very nice.
Well, it's just, you got to reward your customers. You got to keep them happy. So
Right
they
on.
keep coming back.
And there's a lot of loyal customers here. I've seen when we have our big events there, Steven. I know you've noticed it, especially when we do the Sun Bowl program here before the Sun Bowl. I've never been to an establishment where the regular customers actually decide to start working and actually start helping the establishment. It happens. I'm sure it's going to happen later on today when they start helping the bar staff and then the waiters and the waitresses. And I'm talking about the regular people that come here every single day. I mean, what does that loyalty show you, Ted?
Well, it's great. I mean, we've been here 46 years with regulars, and it's just, you got to survive on your regulars, and they see that if one of the girls needs help, and they'll just jump in to help out.
Yeah. Is it fair enough that we could say this is almost like the El Paso version of Cheers? Would you say that's the best way to put it?
I think so, yes.
And, of course, Ted, Sam Malone.
Yeah,
so there it is.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Sam, better looking Sam.
That's exactly.
And he's got a tremendous last name, Aikman. I got to love that. You got to love that.
And we got our own Cliff Clavin.
That's old Chad Woodward over there, without a doubt.
I believe it. Well, Ted, thanks for joining us. We love being out here, and we'll be ready for the big game in a little more than an hour.
Well, sounds good. Thank you guys for being here, and thank everybody for supporting the King's X.
Thanks so much, Ted.
Ted Aikman getting us going here on the Super Crunch Time party at 4119 North Mesa. Still plenty of time to come on down and predict the winner and the final score, Mando.
Without a doubt. Stop on by here at King's X, 4119 North Mesa. Remember, we are giving away a prize every single time there's a commercial once the game starts. And don't forget, we got a Troy Polamalu, Aaron Rodgers authentic jersey to give away at the end of the game. These are the very expensive jerseys that cost about $200, $300 to purchase. Folks, hour number 2 is coming up. You're listening to the special Super Bowl edition of Crunch Time right here on 600 ESPN El Paso.